spin it, because that does absolutely nothing. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would review this really weird tie-dye kit that I found on Amazon. I was just scrolling through Amazon one night and I came across it. And I thought it looked quite interesting / completely ridiculous. So I'm actually curious to see if it's good or not. I have a feeling it isn't going to be very good. So this is the one I bought. It's Taebo Tie-Dye Design Studio Craft Kit. And as you can see from the image, this is why I bought it. Like, what is all of this about? I don't know. I'm very curious. It drew us in. I feel like it might be very unnecessary. And if you were to buy this now, it would be £14.99. However, when I bought it, it was £23.98. I feel ripped off. It's going to get an awful review now. But looking at the images, it just seems like one of these kids' toys that have ridiculous components just for the sake of having ridiculous components. It's all showmanship. So I'm hoping that this weird sphere thing is more practical than it actually looks. But you've got these two here who are having just fantastic time with their Taebo Tie-Dye Design Studio Craft Kit. She looks like she wants to murder us. So that's apparently the purpose of the ball. You add your colours, you mix it up, and you wash it within this ball. I don't know. I think this is going to be shite, you know. I really do. I'll be very shocked if this turns out to be amazing and I get some really nice tie-dye clothes with it. But the pictures look good. I would be very happy if I got that t-shirt design. I'd be over the moon. Oh, and we've got a video. I just hope it's very cheesy.
Swirl it, band it, pop it in. Squeeze in color, then give it a spin. Rinse it out, and you're ready to go. It's your very own tie-dye from Taebo. It's Taebo Tie-Dye, the super fun way to make a zillion tie-dye creations with zero inky mess. The secret's in the mixing orb with the one-way valves. Color goes in, but doesn't come out, so you can make fabulous tie-dye fashions easily and mess-free. It's never been easier to create tie-dye masterpieces. Taebo Tie-Dye!
Well, it definitely didn't disappoint when it comes to the cheesiness of it, so I will give it points for that. Well, it looks very straightforward. It seems to work for them. However, I know for a fact products tend to lie. Anyway, let's have a look at some reviews. See what everyone else is thinking. It's actually surprisingly got pretty decent reviews. It's got 4.4 out of 5, and it's got a lot of reviews, so a lot of people have bought this product. But the top review gave it 3 stars and said difficult to get a good result. Quality is fine, and yes, it's Meti. Where did that come from? Am I having a stroke? I think I'm having a stroke. Can't read today. Quality is fine, and yes, it's messy. We have used it once, and now it's in a special drawer along with the following: chocolate bar maker, Aquasand, air crayon things, some out-of-date crisps, a pencil, 3 screws, possibly a Jaffa cake, but hard to tell. I want that printed out onto a t-shirt. Whoever left that review, you have won my heart. Just so funny. That is hilarious. We all have a drawer full of just shit that we don't use anymore. Possibly a Jaffa cake, but hard to tell. You are just the best person ever. I tried the chocolate bar maker as well. I didn't think it was too bad. If that reviewer ever watches this video, thank you so much. You really brightened up my day. Another person gave it 5 stars and said it's great fun. Mrs. Angela Hagar only gave it 1 star and said save your money or buy something else. And Mrs. P gave it 2 stars, said it's definitely not mess free. Okay, so after reading a little bit more and reading a few of these reviews, I definitely don't have high hopes for this. I think it's actually going to be pretty shite. Will it end up in my drawer with a Jaffa cake? Time will tell. Okay, so this is the box here, and I think if I was a child, I would instantly gravitate towards it. It is incredibly colourful. You've got squeeze it, spin it, show it. I also like how they say colours may vary. Well, I suppose they're just photoshopped, aren't they? They're definitely not the liquids. Right, let's open it up, see what I've got myself in for. Okay, well, there's a lot of different bits to it, isn't there? I have a feeling I'm never going to fit my t-shirt in this. Obviously, I didn't think that it's made for children, so their clothes are smaller than my clothes. This is tiny. Oh, I just wanted to quickly say as well, before we get into the rest of this, a lot of people have been suggesting different products to try and different videos to make on my channel in the comment section. I am eventually going to get round to them. It's just going to take us a long time because I've had a lot of suggestions recently. And also I pre-record my videos way in advance so it might be months and months before you actually see them. But I just wanted to let people know that you're not being ignored or anything like that. And if I don't get round to making your video or your suggestion or your idea, please don't get offended or anything like that. Sometimes I just struggle to fit your idea into a video that I think will work. Sounds quite weird and stuff like that, and sometimes it might work way in the future, and just right now it's not going to work, and sometimes it just never will work. But I do love your suggestions, keep them coming, but it just might take a very long time for me to get round to it. I just didn't want anyone to think I'm being rude. But anyway, let's get back into this. Okay, so it gives you some ideas on how to get specific tie-dye patterns, which I always struggle to get, to be fair, but I am going to try and do some. They've given me 2 of the same thing for some reason. I don't know why. Look how big this instruction booklet is. It's a choking hazard, so don't put anything in my mouth. You'd think I'm building like a space rocket or something, like come on. So these clip onto here. It's easy enough. You get elastic bands with it. I bought some specifically for this. Ah well, it's nice to have spares. So these things clip on here, I don't know why. Okay, I've assembled that, now what? It's saying to like cut out a funnel to pour your dye powder in. No, I am not doing that, that's ridiculous. Put a bag of my chosen colour in, mix it with warm water, give it a shake. Oh, it even tells you how to mix colours. So a bag of yellow and a bag of red, I'll make orange. Okay, I feel like I know what I'm doing. So I need my dyes. I like how they've given you dots on the packages to tell you what colour they are, because they just look black in person. So you only get red, blue and yellow, but obviously combining them and mixing them, you can make different colours. How many bottles do I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll make a yellow, a blue, a red, a green, a purple and an orange. I feel like they could have put this dye in different sachets, because I'm getting it everywhere. I know I was supposed to make a funnel, but I'm not doing that. Right, so that's the yellow one prepped. I'll need to add some water to it. Right, do all the others now. And they also give you little stickers here, so you can put what colour you've mixed onto the bottle. So that one's a green. Okay, so my bottles are filled with dye. I just need to add the water. I'm going to have a little bit of a tidy up because I've made a mess, of course. The only thing I wish at the moment is that they just supplied the bottles with the powdered dye already in them. I suppose, yes, you can mix all the colours up and stuff, but it's just messy. I'm not impressed. And I also need to wet my t-shirts ready for tie-dyeing. So I'll do all of that and then I'll meet you back here in just a second. Okay, that's done. And so far, it's definitely not a mess-free experience. I managed to get dye absolutely everywhere because these bottles leak. They leak so much. So we're already off to a rough start. Right, I want to get some tie-dyeing done. Okay, so it's time for this weird orb thing. Yeah, I'm just worried that my t-shirt's definitely not going to fit into this. That's like a tiny little orb for an item of clothing. In their image, they did a tote bag and they fit a tote bag in here. I don't think so. I think we're already being lied to. Their instructions are absolutely awful. The last tie-dye kit I had, it gave you an instruction booklet and it was very thorough on the technique to do to get a decent tie-dye. This one just says twist band, twist band, twist band for all of them. It's just very vague. Double swirl band. What's double swirl? What do you mean? Well, I think I'm just gonna make it up. So for my first one, I know you can do like this pinch design and I couldn't do it last time. Oh, I've already got dye on my top. Oh, I clearly didn't clean up very well, did I? It's fine. It's tie-dye. Tie-dye's messy anyway. Pinch and then just kind of scrumple up like so and then wrap some bands around. Actually, I think that sphere should be okay for the size of my t-shirt. I don't think it's going to be too small. I think last time I did tie-dyeing as well, I just went too crazy with the dye because you want some of the white t-shirt to show through and that didn't happen last time. So I'm not sure what technique that is that I've just done. It was something. It looks like that. Now we shove it in the ball. It's a little bit tight, I'm not gonna lie. There we go, it's in. And then screw these things on. The problem I have with this thing though is, can everyone else see that? Where there's just big empty space where if you shove your bottle through there, you're not going to even touch the t-shirt. So we put the handle on. So ridiculous. Screw the pink caps on now. Tighten using purple handle. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, they're nice and tight. So we put it onto here. Is that right? I assume that's right. Or you can do horizontal position apparently. So you can do it that way as well if you prefer. And now all we do is squeeze our dies into these little holes and then kind of spin it round. I don't know. It just feels very like clunky. We'll go for some blue. So you're just supposed to be able to shove it into here. Oh yeah. And then squeeze in. Okay, and pull it out. Alright, that wasn't too bad. No mess so far. Don't know what that does. See, I want to add some in here, but like if you look at that, the nozzle doesn't hit the t-shirt at all. I don't like this product. Oh, it's gone everywhere. These bottles are shite. Oh, mess free my arse. It's dripping absolutely everywhere. I'm supposed to be doing 3, but quite frankly, I don't even want to do the next 2 with this stupid ball. Spin it, because that does absolutely nothing. The problem I'm having with this toy is that you don't really get a lot of control where you actually add the die. You can only add it in certain locations. I think what I might do is do 1 in the ball and then 2 without the ball, and we'll see how they compare to see if this ball thing is actually worth it or not. If they're reinventing the wheel, because I don't think they are. Shove a bit of red somewhere. No, I'll change the position of it. That might help. Oh, the handles come off. It's just so flimsy. This toy's shite. Right, so I've gone for blue, yellow, and red. And quite frankly, this has just been just as messy as normal tie-dyeing, if not more messy. Well, I'm gonna leave that one, and we're gonna move on to 2. Just doing it the normal way, because I just, it's pissed us off, I don't like it. Okay, time to do some tie-dyeing the just normal, easier way. The ball thing, such a faff. It's almost like they designed something to make something easier and it just had the complete opposite effect. So I'm gonna do a little sausage thing here. I think this will be good. And then I'll roll it up this way too. Oh yeah. Oh, this will be great. And then elastic band it. See, and now with it like this, you have way more control on where you actually want to place the die. I'll be so pissed off if my own tie-dye t-shirts turned out worse than that stupid ball thing, because then it'll just make me eat my words, won't it? So I'm gonna go for some purple on this one. Add dye wherever I want to add dye. Should I go for purple and green? I think purple and green always looks nice. Oh, I've had an injury. I've been flicked with dye. Fortunately, I don't really care about my clothing very much. It's one of my old acid wash t-shirts, so it'll just add to the effect. One of them's already got paint on my boob anyway, so I don't really mind. When do I stop? Shall I stop like that, or shall I go further with it? Add just a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one like that, see what that turns out like. And my next t-shirt, I might do like a folded design. So like fold it like that, fold it like that, fold, fold again, and fold it again. I don't know whether that's an actual design or not, but I'm gonna go for it. They don't give you many elastic bands, I'm glad I bought extras. Oh, I think that one will be fun. Shall we do all colours on this one? I'll just put every single colour on this one. Right, I think that'll be enough. Put that one to one side. So over the next couple of days, I'll wash and rinse and dry all of these t-shirts. And straight away, I can tell you that just hand tie-dyeing them was so much easier, so much more mess-free, and just a way better experience than actually using the ball thing, which I thought it was going to be the case anyway. And I definitely have a feeling that my t-shirts are going to look way better than the tie-dye ball t-shirt it's gonna look like. But we'll soon find out. I'll meet you back here in a week and we'll go over the results. Okay, I'm back with my t-shirt designs. And first up, we have the one that I did in the tie-bow ball thing. And it's actually gone pretty decently. You can see some of the swirls, some of the tie-dye patterns. And it's a nice tie-dye t-shirt. It pains me to say it, but it's an alright t-shirt. The next 2 tie-dye t-shirts that I did myself don't have any of the traditional swirly patterns on them like you find in normal tie-dye t-shirts or tie-dye designs. However, I still quite like them. They're very colourful. They're just a little bit more patchy and dotty. And the green and purple one is actually one of my favourites because it kind of fades from concentrated blobs down to not so many concentrated blobs. Kind of like an ombre. So I do think the t-shirt that I did in the Tybo ball thing was far more successful than the two I did on my own. However, I still hate the ball. What are my overall thoughts on this Tybo tie-dye kit? I'm gonna have to give it 1 stupid ball out of 5, because at least the kit came with some dyes and some elastic bands. If it didn't, it would get 0. I don't even feel like it deserves to be in my Jaffa Cake drawer. That's how shite it is. But that does it for today's video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know what your thoughts are on this kit down below. Do you think I've been a little bit too harsh? Do you think I've been too generous? I'd be shocked if anyone thought I'd been too generous, because I've really ripped this product to shreds and it deserved it. But anyway, I'll see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!